Hello, Gary Champion, psychic medium, and occasionally healer. I'm not doing much healing lately. I'm just not doing it. Uh, a couple of things. I haven't put up a video in a while. A couple of things have happened recently, and I don't know if you can see it back here, but uh, I've been seeing things in the air as simple as I can make it. They don't look like anything. They don't look like birds, but they could be birds. I've never seen a dead bird flying. Sounds like a country song, doesn't it? But as I go through a room, I see these little black things flying around in the room. They have to be birds. I don't know what else it could be. Anyway, I'm known for seeing things from the other side. I think anybody can do it, and I think most do it as long as they. Um, Someone's saying there's a stigma attached to me saying that. Don't you love it when the other side gives you something? There's a stigma attached to talking about things flying in the air. No, I'm not crazy. I'm certifiable. It wouldn't matter if I was crazy. Still an interesting topic. But I don't know what they mean. Usually I see things flying in the air, they mean something. Or if they're running through the room, or if they're standing there, there's usually an explanation for it. I don't have one for this. I've seen them twice. So there's not a lot of dead birds around here. So I don't know. Maybe it has a meaning. I'm not just it hadn't come. They haven't told me what it is yet. So maybe I'd throw it out to you, and you would. And there are people that see birds all the time interacting. And there's 5 robins out here. That's my granddaddy. A lot of that going on, and always kind of has been. If you look out your window and you see a whole flock of crows sitting right outside your window, I wouldn't dismiss that as being a metaphysical connection with someone who's deceased. I wouldn't. If you look back in your history, you'll see that maybe they shot crows and they want to make amends, so they're coming to explain how stupid they were. And sometimes that's all it is. But I wouldn't discount uh, anything like that. A tree full of blue jays has to mean something because you don't see all that many of them. Anyway, it just looks like wings, not the body of the bird. It just looks like wings, kind of like that. So maybe somebody out there has seen it and would uh, explain it to everybody. Everybody that watches the YouTube site could get some insight as to what it is. I'm sure it's a meaning. They're saying it's a warning. I don't like that. About things that are about to transpire. Well, that could have a meaning. My wife flew out yesterday. Saw him before and then I saw him after. So I don't know if that's an involvement. Anyway, best I can come up with. And the second part of this video is something I'm going to call sauna madness. And I don't know if you can see it back there. There's a sauna back in the corner. Can't really see it very well. But I had the idea about a month ago that a sauna would improve my health. And right now I'm pretty healthy. I mean, doctors are knocking my door down because they want to cut me open. That barely is the truth. They send stuff in the mail. They call me. Um, they see a little something in a scan and they think that Anyway, I haven't done any of those. I haven't been to see a doctor since the last one fouled it up so bad. Anyway, sauna madness. I digress. I had the idea one day that a sauna might improve my health. And that's what started it all. It had nothing to do with someone telling me you need a sauna. I've had the feeling for about half a year. That's too long for me to go. Usually it means anytime a message from the other side is repetitive, it's kind of, they're insisting that you do it. Now, I have a choice. I don't have to do it. I can say, oh, You dead guys are all crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. So I started doing research on saunas, found out they're good for everything you can think of. Um, really, is a form of exercise. And I've talked about this before. Gets your blood to pump, and it's like an exercise, and you create a huge number of white blood cells um, because the heat from the machine heats up body parts, and they think there's something wrong with it. So the body creates huge numbers of, which it's supposed to do. Your body will create. You can hit your thumb with a hammer and notice it gets white blood cells in it. That's you can see it. You can see that's what it is. Anyway, um, so I bought one, ordered it through the mail, showed up. Buddy and I assembled it. That was kind of funny. There's no screws involved. It just kind of slides together. It's modular, kind of this piece and this piece and that piece, and the sides go on, and then before long and no piece is too heavy that you can't pick it up really. Anyway, I caved and bought one, and it came in, and I started getting in it for. I can't give you any of the details because that might make me liable for something. Someone gets in one and uh, does something to them, then I could be liable for promoting it. I'm not promoting it. I'm saying it right out loud that I'm just talking about it. Same thing. But I started doing it twice a day, real quick. And there's rituals, things you got to do. You can carry a big glass of cold water in there. Ice is always great because you're going to need it. And take a book to read. This one it has a stereo system in it, so you can Bluetooth off of your phone or your computer, and it'll play that music right through the speakers. There's two speakers, and it'll play them for you. So it relaxes everything. I usually take a book and I listen to music. And I started doing that twice a day. I didn't see much out of it. So, well, it is. It makes you feel good. It's a great feeling once you get out and huge amounts of sweat. This guy has not sweat that much ever in my entire life. It just poured out of me. And then you sort of a euphoric feeling. You really feel good. Seeing that I'm not damaged. Well, I have things wrong with me, but I don't know if I call it damaged, normal. I don't know if I can get away with saying that or not. Uh, and then I drop back to once a day. I get up and do videos and type on a book and talk to people on the phone. And it's sometime usually around 1 o'clock I get in the sauna and get out. And then you really do want to shower after a sauna. All these toxins in your body come out through your skin. You get hot enough, it blows them out through your skin. Also cools you down. Those two good talking points for sweat. Um, and of course, you're replenishing it as you're sweating it. Well, what's the point then? It takes all those toxins out. It says it does. Isn't that what you do, Mr. Sauna? Yeah, you can hear him. I think I'm a little tone deaf. Anyway, decided to add something to it, which was a cold shower. And not ice cubes, although I think that there's a limit to how much time you can be in ice cubes. You take a tub and fill it up with ice. You get down, any store sells those bags of ice, but it's limited in time. The ice melts pretty quickly, and it's expensive. And so I just decided to opt for a cold shower. Now the water coming out of a shower, I don't know what it is, but it's plenty cold. And then everything shifted. Bad things began to shrink. My energy went up. My brain cleared out. And I don't know quite what to say with that, but I'm passing it on to you. These are two pass it ons to you things. that maybe you should try to go out and buy a sauna, but I need one for other things. So um, borrow one. Go to a health club and pay so much to join for a month and use theirs. I think they all have them. One of my doctors in passing, this is like 3 or 4 months ago, I was talking about, I said, I'm thinking about getting a sauna. And then I tried to talk him into writing me a prescription for it because then I don't have to pay for it. Federal. They get federal. And he said he couldn't do it because there's no proven evidence that saunas are good for you. That it doesn't make your health any better. I said, man, it's all over the internet. Hospitals are using it. Certainly people in the metaphysical field are doing it. And I don't know what they're talking about. I've done that before with a tool and got it approved, didn't pay for it. So the medical community is kind of hinky. They say this one is good because it costs $30, about this size. This one, no, this is a chunk of money. So that's my thinking while I'm not covering it. Anyway, I'm still going along, getting better, doing it once a day, recovering nicely, feel good. My energy level's really high. And then I decided I'd add another thing. I'd add meditation. So I'm a meditation king, meditation master. So I've been doing it so long. It doesn't take a great meditation. It's make it repetitive, make it simple. Where if it's repetitive, you only have to memorize a couple of lines and just repeat it. Most good meditations are repetitive. They don't start here and go there without repeating, because the meditation that you're saying, if you repeat it, imprints itself. You've heard this before, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It imprints itself on your subconscious, and that's where your program is. The program that says whatever you're doing. You're running on a program. You may not think you are, but I can prove it. Everyone that's told me that running on a program, I can find out what it is and tell them. They say, I guess I am running on a program. And most people do. At some point, if you figure it out, you dump whatever it is you're doing, and then your program changes, and then you're no longer using somebody else's program. It's a long story, anyway. And the meditation was a big plus. And I'm not in there, but let's see, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. And disclaimer, do not get into one of these contraptions without a doctor okaying you, because they can create havoc. That's why I need it to go across the screen and saying, do not get in a sauna without consulting your doctor first. I'm not aware of any problems, but then I don't go online and read about what are the problems with these things. No, I wanted the health benefits and I was bypassing that. No, that's not the truth. My guy said there aren't any. For me, there aren't any. There's no liability that something's going to happen to me if I do this. That's what I actually heard. Isn't that weird? People believe that you can see and give readings, do all that, but they don't believe that one. Yeah. So meditation. So now I have a sauna that I do for, I think it's about 40 minutes. I'm not going to tell you the temperature because that would be like writing a prescription for someone. If you take it, I think I'm partially liable. So I mean, go read, go online and find where these saunas are being sold. This one's made out of not a standard wood, hemlock. In early movies, hemlock was used as a poison in practically all those early black and white little things. Hemlock. I can smell it. And so check with your doctor, make sure that you're physically able to do it. And I had someone tell me the other day that they have a heart problem and they were not, they couldn't get in a sauna. Well, I'm going to challenge that. There's probably a million people in this country that have heart issues that are still getting into saunas. Why? Because it gets rid of the toxins. It raises your white blood cell count, which attacks the bad guys. white blood cell counts. That's their only thing. They get rid of waste disposal. Someone's saying. They take the toxins in your blood and the bad cancer cells, whatever they can get their hands on, they flush it. They flush it out through your skin. This story's getting long, isn't it? It's not too long for me because I think, and I've told a few people about it, and they're welcome to come over and try mine and see if they feel any different. But anyway, birds flying around and sauna madness. I haven't. My wife says I'm much better. My energy level is real high. My concentration level is not good, but it's never been good. I told you a story about my second grade teacher whacking me in the side of the face because I was doing this, which I do all the time. When I'm stuck on the other side and I'm hearing something, whatever, then a large part of me leaves here and is there, and this part looks like an idiot. But I mean, that's not how it is online. Everybody's doing some strange. It's not lying. Hold on a second. Call you back in a second. Okay? She hung up in a second. I do that to her all the time. Anyway, those are the two things I wanted to kind of pass on. Champion or beauty champion. Here she is again. I'm busy. I'll call you back. She didn't hear it, or I didn't say it right. Anyway, that's really the end of the video. A couple of new things. Be on the lookout for the wings flying around. It's got to be maybe something aimed at me. Maybe I'm supposed to fly someplace, fly away. Maybe it's a near-death experience. I've had that. But maybe it's just birds. I like birds. Uh, I had Ghost Dog came around for a few months. You'd see him in the middle of the night, kind of going around in circles on the floor in my bedroom. No one said anything about that. I guess everybody's seen a ghost dog, but ghost birds, I've never seen that before. Anyway, in Sauna Madness, look into it. There's a lot of free information online about it. And go to the Mayo Clinic and the people who are supposed or say they know all this stuff. And I believe the Mayo Clinic probably does know about as much as anybody can get on it. A lot of hospitals offer it as a alternative treatment for something. And some people can't take treatments, so they do alternative things. I call this an alternative health treatment. It's not mainstream, but sure makes you feel great. I mean, everything stops hurting. It's weird. It's very strange. The pain levels and things you had, you just don't have them. I'm not experiencing that. And pain's gone way the other way. So ask your doctor. Ask a nurse. Ask someone who has some uh, doctoring experience. Uh, can't go by me, but I've only been doing it about a month, and it's pretty wonderful. So I just thought I'd pass it along as an alternative method of healing something in you that maybe you want to take a look at it. And one of my doctors said, "Why don't you just instead of buying one, it's the same one I asked, why don't you write me a prescription for a sauna? Why don't you just go down to the local, whatever they're called? There's one I see it every day." Little gym, where you pay membership, you get to use all the equipment, and I'm sure that most of them have one of those. Be good after a workout to have that to flush all the toxins you didn't get out in exercising and all that. So you could go at it from that direction. And I said, "Why don't you do that?" And I said, "Yeah, I want to go to a gym where there's a bunch of sweaty guys, take my clothes off, and get into a sauna. I guess you could get in there with your clothes on, but they're just going to be a mess." So I opted to buy one. And that way I can do it when I want to. Anyway, it's the two little strange things that have been sort of hanging around. I thought I'd just pass it on to you and see what you think. And if you try it, please come back to this YouTube channel and tell me what you're feeling, what you're doing, what's worrying with you. Let's say it's possible that I'm the only person in the entire universe, assuming that people are also in the universe other than just here, who has been helped by this machine. Maybe I'm the only guy. Maybe they're lying to you. Try one out, see what you think. Um, if you're healthy, you're much happier. That's just the truth of it. If you're hurting everywhere, you're not very happy. It's very hard to get anything done. I haven't done a video for a while, so thanks for staying with me. Thanks for watching. Write some notes down there. Let me know how you're doing with it. If you've tried it and you like it, then pass it on. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.